What's going on, Axial scale builders around the world? It's your boy Josh, aka Coleman, and you are now watching ScaleWars, Axial's official Battle of the Builders. Alright, you guys, I'm sure some of you thought I had probably forgotten, or maybe we weren't going to do ScaleWars this weekend due to the holidays, but you were wrong. I was just waiting. It's Christmas Eve for a lot of folks out there, and if it's, you don't celebrate Christmas, it doesn't matter. This is for you guys anyways. It's just a holiday gift from me and my little situation here, my family, to you guys, the viewers out there. We're gonna do a special Christmas Eve edition of ScaleWars, and basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna do our top 3 entries for this year, top 3 for 2017, and I'm stoked on this. There may or may not be a personal favorite thrown in the mix. We'll see, but that being said, let's just dive into it. Maybe a short episode as well. I'm not going to get too crazy with this today because I want to spend time with my family too. So anyways, you guys, love you all. Thank you for taking the time to tune in. I hope you're having an amazing holiday. I'll see you on the battleground. Alright, you guys, welcome back to the battleground, and basically what we're going to do today is we're going to go back in time and visit our top 3 contestants, and I mean top 3 by score. These are the 3 that scored the most, and it's a tie. All 3 of these tied at 85 points. Now, this is loosely scored. I have a system that I use and I stick to it, and I feel like I may be revising it a little bit as we go into 2018, and you'll see why as we get to the end here. But these are some phenomenal builds. So if you guys wouldn't mind, please jump in the comments, give these guys some feedback. This isn't going to be a traditional ScaleWars, but we definitely want to see some feedback from you guys on these. So if you haven't seen the episodes, I will be going over each episode or connecting each build to each episode, so you can go back and watch that. So woo, I'm choking on myself. So first up today, we have this build right here. It's from a gentleman named Corey Hall, and Corey Hall is he's out of Vancouver, Washington. He's 40 years of age, and this build, he calls it the Blazer Buggy. Now, this was featured in episode 34. So 34, we're that far into this already. So 34, this is a fairly recent one, and this thing is phenomenal. These photos here, these are at ScaleWars. At Axial Fest, and you can tell just by looking at this thing, it's bad, man. It's a driver. He's put a lot of attention into the detail, but also into the performance aspect of it, and I have spoken with him recently, and since then he has made some changes, so hopefully we'll be seeing it again here in the 2018 season. So, oh man, this thing is just epic. Look at that, just the fuel tank, the everything there is just awesome. You can see the wrong button. The fuel filler neck and all that stuff is just awesome. I love that. Those switches, we did confirm those were for lights, and he said he has changed those, I believe, at this point. Oh, this thing is just awesome. We're just going to click through these real fast. We're not really going to go through. If you really want to see all the details on it and hear about all the parts used, you're going to want to go back and watch episode 34 of ScaleWars. So, oh, this thing is awesome. Now, one thing that really stood out to me was his hubs, and I don't know if I actually mentioned this in the episode, but I love those hubs. I would like to use some of those myself. I think I like those a lot. Just a killer build, man. Just a killer build. The front end looks awesome. I love that he used those bright lights in there. I don't remember if those were Q series or not. He's got the Currys under there, looking great. Man, just an epic build. So even the tattoo on the guy's neck. Just an awesome build, you guys. If you really want to see more of this, episode 34, there's Corey right there. Thank you, Corey, for entering. You did a great job. Congratulations on tying for first place, man. This is a three-way tie, so it's really not... It's our top three builds, but it's not first, second, and third place. So if you want to know who got first, second, and third overall, you're going to have to go back and actually watch the episodes, or just you can visit extremescaleperformance.com and the scoreboard's there. So that being said, shout out to Corey Hall. You guys go watch episode 34. Jump in the comments, give him some feedback. This man really did a killer job on this build. And on to our next one. All right, you guys, this build right here also tied for first place this year, and this one is just a friggin' amazing build, man. This thing is just, I love Unimogs personally, and I don't have one, and I really would like to build one. I like this one a lot, and it really did a good job, basically because he utilized, I don't know, he utilized a lot of skill and didn't spend a lot of money on parts, okay? So there's not a lot of extremely high-end parts on here, but there's a lot of skill involved, which really put it over the top and upped his score to the point where he did an awesome job. So this one is actually submitted to us by a gentleman named Wes Braswell, and Wes Braswell is, he was 43 years of age, and this whole thing was just... Oh man, you know what? I think I pulled up the wrong thing here. I did pull up the wrong thing here, but that's okay. I got the name. Okay, so he just calls it the Unimog. All right, I was looking for the name of it, but we can just go through his pictures here and see just the detail. I mean, look at the straps are just awesome. Battery boxes. The metal work, I mean, just everything is looking really, really good on this. Everything underneath is super clean. No wires really visible at all. Just the motor wires, and even those he has sheathed. You can see, looking at the parts here underneath too, looking at the links, he utilized a lot of what he just had laying around. He didn't go out and buy all brand new stuff for this. I can relate to that myself. Now I have access to a lot of parts, but there was a time where I didn't, and my builds were literally just whatever I had laying around, and I respect that so much. Look how good this thing turned out, man. Just beautiful, super clean. The interior was awesome. I mean, my hat's off to him. The tail lights in the back, one of my favorite features on this thing, and the spare tire mount, just great features. So look at that dash. Oh, great job. There's Wes. Shout out to you, Wes. I really appreciate you submitting your build as well, sir. The time and effort that you put into that, I can only imagine. It's just phenomenal. Yes, it is. You know, while some of the other builds may have awesome axles like Curry's and things like this build has some truly phenomenal hand-built features. This whole body, if I remember right, was hand-built. So if you want to see Wes's build, go back to episode 33. He actually killed it in episode 33. So that's episode 33 and 34, back-to-back, just great episodes. Had some awesome builds. So shout out to you, Wes. On to our next entry. All right, you guys, this is our third tie for first place this year. And like I said, it was a three-way tie. All these guys scored an 85, which is really, really high. That's the highest anyone scored so far. So truly phenomenal build right here. This actually also won a first place award at ScaleWars, I did it again, at Axial Fest this year, 2017. So this one is submitted to us by a gentleman named Todd Pearson, and Todd is a truly awesome guy. I got to meet him, talk with the guy. His work is just phenomenal. It's hard to describe how good this is. I mean, the detail work, for those of you that don't know, this was a Tamiya cab. This is actually a Tamiya Jeep body that he turned into a cab, and just the weathering on this, the detail is just next to none. I love this thing. Look at the rag sticking out of the gas tank. I mean, everything. It's just the scale nuts on it. I don't even know where he got those. I mean, it's just a phenomenal build. I envy this thing, and if he were to sell it, I would be interested in buying it. So, we're not going to spend too much time, you know, on this. Like I said, it's going to be a short episode, but you guys just got to look at this thing. Look at this. Oh, man, the detail. Look at those axles. Those are the SSD axles, I believe. Just phenomenal axles. The drive shafts, everything is just, love this build. I really love this build. All the gas tanks, the acetylene, everything is just, and it's all functional. Everything works if I remember right. Like this thing really does function. So truly a phenomenal job. There's a reason why he took home first place. And now, for those of you that want to know a little bit, he's 47 years old. His name's Todd Pearson. I think I already said that. And this basically, what does he call this? I forget. I want to say. He calls it Doxy. That's what it is. Okay, so I was looking for the name. He calls it Doxy, if I remember right. And just, oh, man. Truly a phenomenal build. There he is right there. There's Todd. So, shout out to you, brother. Thank you very much. There he is. He's wearing his Scale Builders Guild award proudly there. I have one of those myself. Brag a little bit. I'm stoked on it. So, man, you guys really killed it this year. And you guys jump in the comments, give them some feedback. Now, you might be thinking this is it, but this is not it. We actually have one more, and that's going to be my personal favorite of this season. So let's go ahead and get into that. All right, you guys, this is our final entry for the day, and this is actually a personal favorite. It didn't score as high as the other ones, and that's part of what I'm talking about. I think I need to revise my scoring system just a little bit because I feel this one should have scored as much as the other ones. In my opinion, I feel it should have. So, and that's why I picked it as my personal favorite. It's just phenomenal. And those of you that don't know, this is Scott Fluker's build. Scott Fluker is actually out of Australia, if I remember right. Yeah, Cairns, Australia. I don't know if I said that right. He's probably making fun of me. But Scott, I've met him and hung out with him a handful of times now. He frequents the U.S. and my buddy here in the States, actually, Lynn, goes and stays with him over in Australia, and I follow them in their stuff they do. In case you don't get what I'm saying here, that's a scale weld. He does little metal welds. He welds things with a laser welder. It's phenomenal the things that he can do, and I think that he deserved a lot more credit than what I gave him. There he is right there. He's just a truly talented individual, and this is one of several builds that he has. Let's see if I can find him here. There we go. Here's some more. Look at that thing. This is his Eric Miller build, Miller Motorsports. It's just Miller and Ruggiero are the driver and co-drivers of this, I guess. But in real life, this is an Ultra 4 car, and this is a replica of it. And he did a phenomenal job on this thing. And he drives it. It doesn't just sit around. He actually drives it. I mean, look at the wear and tear on it. Unbelievable, man. And, like, look at the... That's not just, like, a thing... fire extinguisher you could go buy. He made that. That's what I'm talking about. That's why I feel like he should have gotten a lot more points than he did. Look at this. He made this. I mean, it's just amazing what he's done here, and I feel that he should have scored higher. So I am personally boosting him up, and he gets to join the ranks with these other three phenomenal builders. And yeah, just thank you very much for submitting this build, Scott. Like I said, you know, not to get into this, but if he would have had, like, I don't know, I think the only thing that he's really missing is like some scale hubs on here and hardware, you know. But oh man, this thing is amazing, just amazing. Look at that. And these actually collapse when he hits stuff. Just throwing that out there. Oh man, this is another one that I'd personally purchase if I could. So there's his builds. Look at those things. Truly crazy builds, man. Shout out to Scott. Just you ever want to just get rid of one of these, you let me know, buddy, or maybe build another one. Anyways, you guys, that's going to be it for today's episode of Scale Wars. A little bit shorter than normal, I know, but it was just going back over our top three, essentially our top 4 builds of the year. And I hope to see more like these ones. These are phenomenal. I love these. I want to see, it doesn't matter if it's a Ultra 4 buggy or if it's a
rock bouncer, or if it's a trail truck or a street truck or it doesn't matter. It could be a lowrider. If it's built from Axial parts, and when I say Axial parts, I mean the rules are on the website. I've had a bunch of people ask me recently, like, what qualifies. The rules are still up on the website. Go there, check it out, extremescaleperformance.com. You guys, I'm looking forward to an amazing 2018 season. I hope you are too. Submit your builds, man. And even if you're not on this level, go back and watch the seasons through the whole season. Watch the episodes. You will see that there's a lot of very entry-level entries as well, and you get a lot of good feedback, a lot of great ideas, tips, and tricks from builders like Scott. And I mean, it's really, the value is priceless. So thank you guys very much for making this show what it is. It's been an extremely successful season. See you guys in 2018. You know what it is, fam. Piece of chicken grease. Yeah.